Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and right here I have a brand new LEGO Jade Rabbit set that just launched on June 1st, 2023 that LEGO has sent over to me for review, hiding a bit of a secret, and we'll take a closer look at that in the review itself. This is celebrating Chinese and Asian cultures, which is a really nice build that kind of is meant to signify the coming of spring and whatnot. You've got a nice tree build, a nicely brick-built sun, and a very cute rabbit that is fully posable. It is a really nice and small diorama set, and without further ado, I think it's time we jump into the review of this small and cute LEGO set. Okay, so here we have set number 40643, the Jade Rabbit, which retails for $20 US, 20 euros, and 18 British pounds, and comes with 288 pieces. This is a set that primarily is basically made to be for the Chinese market. It is depicting a character in Chinese folklore, which is the Jade Rabbit itself, who lives on the moon and makes the elixir of life for immortals, thanks to Brickset, who has done a lot of research on what the set is about. Now, of course, thanks to LEGO not making any more regional exclusives anymore, thankfully we are able to purchase this, which just became available on June 1st, 2023. And essentially, the set is supposed to be a little bit of a seasonal diorama depicting the Jade Rabbit itself, the legendary story, and of course, kind of more of a seasonal thing as well, celebrating the particular time of year where the Jade Rabbit is most active. Now, this set has a bit of a surprise. Opening it upwards, as you can see here, reveals two little bunnies and what I assume is maybe supposed to be either the elixir of life, like maybe that's what that's supposed to be, or maybe that's just representing the sun just around the bunnies themselves, which is really nice to see, just a little bit of different pieces that we can see all combined together. Brickset's review says this is apparently an egg yolk. I thought it was a sun, but I guess an egg yolk works as well because that is how the mooncakes are made. Now, closing that up here, we can see that this is actually just a really nice looking landscape in general. The most interesting thing to me is that LEGO has recolored the traditional curved element in transparent colors for the first time this summer, where you can see the water pattern is actually depicted in these transparent blue slopes. It comes with 4 of them, which is really nice. Actually, it comes with 5 of them. My apologies. That is actually 5 different transparent blue slopes here, which is actually a really nice touch because this is a brand new color for summer 2023, and it works really well for water. Honestly, there's not a ton that I can even say about the set other than the landscaping is quite nice. I like the flow of water cascading down the river. You have a really nice, just for what it is, again, it is a pretty small set, but you've got an attempt at different types of rock work, greenery and grass that's overlooking the water streams itself, and then you have a nice and luscious tree here with a Chinese-inspired lantern. Of course, this is utilizing multiple different copies of the Exoforce evil robot arm pieces to use as the branches of the tree itself, which I think works well to utilize those arm parts right there. And overall, this is pretty much just a little cute diorama celebrating Chinese folklore. Now, the bunny itself is nothing special. I feel like we've seen basically this exact bunny build in a ton of seasonal stuff before, mostly in Easter sets, but we've gotten in a couple other things as well. However, the unique thing about this one is, of course, it is mixel jointed, so you can utilize the mini ball joints to move the limbs up and down, like so. And you also have this stick that the bunny is using to, I guess, stir the contents of the barrel. The barrel is just a plain barrel, nothing inside of it, but it can kind of use that to stir and maybe try to prepare the elixir of life inside the barrel itself, so you have the diorama for that. And finally, there is just a nice 2D depiction of the rising or setting sun right above this fluffy white cloud of almost feels like the moon, or he's in the air in the sky. And then of course you have bits and pieces of the clouds here, which are actually supposed to be kind of flowing over the river itself. It is a very whimsical and fantastical diorama display for what looks to be basically kind of like a seasonal thing where LEGO will do little dioramas with cute animals like this. Nothing super special that I have to say about the set itself. Honestly, it is a fairly standard build, and there's nothing super crazy going on. The coolest thing to me was finally getting these pieces in transparent blue. Very nice of LEGO to actually include 5 copies of those in a small set. And then lastly, we have some of the LEGO Dots jewel elements in the transparent opalescent satin clear, which are always nice to get as well. For $20, this feels like pretty good value. I honestly don't really have anything negative to say about this. It is a cute little set for those who know and appreciate Chinese folklore, and even if you don't, you still get a really cute bunny with a nice flowing piece of water as well. So overall, I like how this is put together, and I overall just like the flow of it. If you are familiar with the lore of the Chinese folklore, or if you just like builds like this, then this is a nice little $20 set for you. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Alright, and with that, we have taken a look at the Jade Rabbit. It's a nice little small seasonal set. I don't have too much else to say. It's kind of in the same style of the other seasonal LEGO sets that we have gotten over the past few years. I think the coolest thing to me was actually getting those slope pieces in transparent blue. Very nice to finally get transparent colors for slopes. We're getting a ton of different transparent colors just for this year's summer releases, which is very, very cool. That's all I have to say about this. I hope you enjoyed this quick review, and thanks so much for tuning in to Duck Bricks.